Hello and welcome to the Jaguar Design Studio. Now this is much more than a midlife refresh for F Pace and XF. New F Pace and new XF each have bold new exteriors and all new interiors, integrating our latest connected technologies.
But these updates also give you an insight into the future direction of Jaguar design. Jaguars have always had a presence, an elegance that comes from perfect proportions, a sporty stance, and beautiful details.
Inside, our philosophy is to create a sense of serenity, a tranquil sanctuary, with modernity subtly delivered. It feels handcrafted, not manufactured, and that is the Jaguar design DNA.
Let's begin with F Pace. Now, it's not often as designers we get to completely reappraise an existing car. That's exactly what we've done with our award-winning F Pace. Here you can see the new face, created with the aerodynamically optimized front bumper, a larger front grille, and the slimline LED headlamps. The front end includes the new sculpted bonnet, where the opening comes all the way down to meet the grille. Now that eliminates the shut line that ran across the top of the nose of the existing car. And the bonnet also features a wider power bulge for a more dynamic appearance. Design is also enabled by advancing technology, and a great example is in the headlights. First, these all-new pixel LED headlights allow us to create this dynamic shape, emphasizing performance. These new headlights are 10mm slimmer. That creates a greater visual width to enhance the F Pace's dynamic stance. And LED technology also allows us to make more of the light signature of the car, using the DRLs to create this double J blade graphic that we can share across our family. And we have animated indicators too. Another thing to highlight on the front end are the updated apertures that we've created for the grille and the lower bumper. We've made them larger and used technical finishes. This visually widens the front of the car to enhance that sense of presence and performance. We're also using noble chrome surrounds to make a stronger visual distinction for the aerodynamic specification. The grille badge also neatly incorporates the forward-facing radar, and if you look closely, you'll see that the chrome diamond detail in the grille is influenced by the Heritage Jaguar logo, which is a lovely nod to our past. When you move along the side of new F Pace, the first thing you see is this new fender vent. These have long been a signature detail of Jaguar exterior design, and here we've updated it to show the Jaguar Leaper. You will also notice that we've introduced painted lowers on the car, which catch the light, plant the car, and add to the sense of visual completeness. And we have introduced 4 new wheel styles with a new 21-inch option. At the rear of F Pace, the first thing you'll notice are these new rear lights. They are all LED, and they introduce our chicane graphic that you'll have seen on I-Pace, but now with sculpted 3D light lenses. Again, tech is enabling us to deliver a memorable signature, important for the nighttime presence on the road. The new tailgate and new rear bumper also serve to accentuate the visual width of the vehicle. This includes integrated tailpipes on our models with the larger engines. As I'll explain shortly, these design changes also serve to bring the exterior design of our F Pace and our XF closer together and reinforce that sense of being from the same family. But the exterior design is just one part of the F Pace story. Now Al and Siobhan will take you through the all-new interior.
We've passionately created a modern, inviting cockpit that now sets the blueprint for all future Jaguar interiors. Our design team have lovingly created some beautiful new details, pushing them to the next level of luxury and tactility. The driver feels more immersed, with more intuitive and engaging controls. The interior feels more spacious and considered, through softer forms and dramatic eye-line colour splits. The centre console is faster in profile, joining the instrument panel where it integrates beautifully our curved touchscreen. More on that later. This is a brand new crafted interior in both its architecture and its materials, for a tranquil cabin space and a calming occupant experience. Before I tell you about the all-new technologies, I'm going to ask Siobhan to explain what our choice of colour materials has brought to this wonderful new interior.
The colour and material designers have worked very closely with the interior and exterior design team to achieve a quality feel for F Pace and XF, using the right materials, details and craftsmanship throughout the interiors. There is a wonderful simplicity to Jaguar interiors, but you will gradually discover some of the finer details. We see our Jaguar interiors as sanctuaries, and so soft, warm, empathetic tones resonate in our luxury models. Colour selection needs to align with our Jaguar core values, contemporary British design and aesthetic. We have used distinctive interior and exterior colour choices that amplify the elegance and redefine performance characteristics of a Jaguar. On the interior, we have introduced lighter coloured lowers below the beltline to enhance the perception of space. This is demonstrated in the XF and includes a two-tone steering wheel, further contributing to the colour harmony. The steering wheel is leather wrapped with machined metal gear shift paddles. It's a simple touch, but one that elevates the area immediately in front of the driver. The R-Dynamic Sport specification is more clearly defined by the colours, materials and colour split combinations that we have used. Again, we're using colour more generously, as you can see here with this Mars red in an ebony interior. Tactility is another way in which to communicate luxury. Around the interiors, your hands will touch upon materials that exude authenticity, such as the open pore wood veneers, the engine spin aluminium and its beautiful soft leathers. Almost all touchpoint surfaces are trimmed with soft touch materials, adding to the feeling of comfort and warmth. Allow me to point out the driver selector, which makes its debut in the F Pace. This is a vital touch point and communicates performance, luxury and quality. It fits perfectly in the palm of your hand and is enriched with a cricket ball stitch detail. The Jaguar brand has a rich heritage. We have used historical layering, taking an element from our past and reinventing in a modern context. An example of this is our iconic Jaguar lozenge logo, which we have used to create a monogram pattern. We've used this decoration on leather seat facings, rotary dials and within the headlights. These charming details will reveal themselves to you over time as part of your Jaguar ownership experience. Now let's look at how we've introduced technology into this cabin.
In today's cars, technology plays an ever-increasing role in the driving experience. From cameras and sensors to lighting tech to interfaces in the cabin. But we want to continue that physical connection between driver and car because that's what a Jaguar should have. There are a couple of great examples of this here inside the new F Pace interior. For infotainment, we have the next generation Pivi Pro. This is our all-new, faster, smarter and connected system, which you'll hear more on later. It's the focal point in the cabin for infotainment, vehicle information and connected apps and services. And we've worked with our tech experts to develop a brand new, intuitive installation for it. We have this floating 11.4-inch curved glass HD touchscreen with this incredibly slim profile. It's custom formed, following the curvature of the instrument panel. It floats above the centre console, bringing the interface within easy reach. This elegant magnesium frame gives that clean, modern and sculpted feel. At Jaguar, we incorporate technology in a way that's always there, intuitive to use, and is empowering, not overpowering. When it comes to driver controls, they must be seamless and intuitive. Jaguars still retain some elements of physical tactility, such as the new rotary Jaguar Drive control. This is a smart, multifunction user interface which reduces switch count from the centre console, but at the same time keeps that engaging, eyes-on-road experience for the driver. Touch points like this are vital in communicating our sporting lineage, not only in the way that they feel, but in terms of the way that they move and react. The steering wheel is the primary connection between car and driver, so in Jaguar design, it's vitally important. The new wheel is one of the highlights for me, as it embodies our beautiful form language, as you can see from these sculpted spokes. It also has to provide an instinctive interface for the driver controls, and that's why you see we have introduced the F Pace steering wheel design. Its hidden till lit controls are reducing visual clutter whilst increasing functionality and emphasising modern luxury. Now let's move to the new XF, where I can show you what our interior changes mean in a saloon environment. You'll see lots of the same philosophy, of course, and this really lifts the XF cabin, which again is all new. This is now a true Jaguar sports saloon. Everything we've described in terms of the quality and materials and their use around the cabin can be felt here, just like in F Pace. The lower saloon driving position naturally delivers a different type of sportiness and comfort. There are other distinctive ways in which we've increased the luxury of the XF cabin. For example, the doors now integrate a wraparound grab handle, which adds to the sense of visual drama. This elegant touch point, again shared with F Pace, proudly communicates a feeling of solidity and quality. As an interior designer, these new cars gave us a unique opportunity to bring to life the philosophy that we've developed for our next generation of Jaguars and see how we can apply it to our current generation of cars. I hope that this has given you an insight into where we are now going. And back to Adam to take you through the exterior updates to XF.
Thanks, Al. Principally, we're bringing XF much closer to F Pace in its design execution, so you can clearly see a visual connection. The new lower bumper incorporates larger apertures, and you can see again the new wide grille. This also moves XF visually much further away from XE, which is what we wanted to do as a statement for this car. The lighting tech is also new for XF, with pixel LED available for the first time. XF's all LED lights feature distinctive double J DRL signature. That's another visual cue which connects this car with the F Pace. At the rear, we have a new rear bumper design with a wide noble chrome insert, which really accentuates the stance of the car on the road. We've darkened the rear lights for further visual sophistication. And in the detailing, we now incorporate the Jaguar Leaper on the side vents. This is a twin finish element demonstrating luxury. The Leaper is in bright chrome and it's in a noble chrome surround. There is also an updated wheel lineup, which includes 3 new designs in sizes from 18 to 20 inches. And for customers who want a sportier interpretation, we've created the R-Dynamic version, which has sporty gloss black finishes at the front, side and rear. I hope we've given you some insights into our strategy behind these exciting new cars. In this studio, we're creating the future of Jaguar design.
And you're seeing the next chapter of our amazing journey right here today, with our striking new F Pace and our stunning new XF.
If you have any questions, please submit them. And thank you so much for joining us in the Jaguar Design Studio.